Good morning, and welcome to Leadership Tip Tuesday with Coach Ellis. So, this is a day we'll talk about some leadership principles that we discovered just through walking through life. And today I want to talk to you about your Yankee experience. So, not too long ago, I think last week, maybe week before last, the New York Yankees are playing, I believe, the Cleveland Indians in the American League Division Series, the Division Championship. The winner of this game goes to the World Series, which is the baseball championship. And in Game 2, the Yankees are winning 8-3. Sixth inning. For those who don't know baseball is only 9 innings. The Yankees are winning 8-3 in the sixth inning, where most baseball games you end up scoring 3 or 4 runs. The fact you've scored 8 runs in 6 innings pretty much guarantees you are going to win. So they're ahead 8 points to 3 points. And the pitcher throws a ball, and the umpire rules that the batter had been hit by the ball and awards him the base, which brings the runner. So that makes it 8. That makes it score now 8-3. So they win 8-2. That makes it 8-3. The next batter, and at that time, the catcher is imploring the manager, the boss, the field boss, to challenge that because he believes the ball hit the bat, which would make the batter out instead of the ball hitting the batter, which essentially gave them a run. And the manager doesn't challenge. They don't go to replay, doesn't challenge. And the next batter hits a home run, a grand slam home run, bringing in 4 points, which now makes the score 8-7. Eventually, the Yankees lose the game 9-8. And many people think that one game helped decide who went to the World Series. Obviously, the Yankees did not go to the World Series. Now, the manager is at a place where his decision not to challenge essentially cost his team the game, and some people would say it cost them a trip to the World Championship. You guys know the candy commercial that says, "You ever want to just get away?" At that moment, I just imagine he wanted to just get away. At his press conference, he says, "Hey, look, I messed up. Should have challenged it. I messed up. In hindsight, I would have, but I messed up. And messing up cost my team the win. It may very well cost us a trip to the championship." Here is your Yankee moment. How many of us have been in that place where we have made a decision to act or not to act, and it has cost the people that we care dear about, our co-workers, our family, our friends. It has cost them because we did not act in a timely manner. So what do you do with that? Well, here's your leadership tip. When you have your Yankee moment, do what Joe Girardi did. First of all, he owned it. I did it. In hindsight, I would have made a different decision, but I did it. My fault. No one else's fault. Now, here's what I thought was interesting. He could have placed the blame on the coach that's responsible for watching the replay and the film. He could have blamed it on the pitcher who gave up a grand slam home run that brought them within 4 points. That brought the Indians within a point of the Yankees. He could have blamed his team because how do you lose a game when you're ahead 8-2 with only 3 innings left? How do you do that? He could have placed the blame anywhere, and folks would not have blamed him for saying, this didn't cause the team to lose. It's all these other things. But what he did as the leader, he said, the buck stops with me. I did this. How many of our leaders, how many of us, when it comes to time to place blame, decide to ration that out across the board instead of taking responsibilities? Here's what I know about Joe Girardi. He has been the skipper for the Yankees for 11 years. In 11 years, Yankees have gone to the playoffs 10 times, and they've won a world championship, and they are always contenders to be champions. And what he does, he has every right at this point. He's earned the right to say, it's your fault, it's your fault, it's your fault. I've proven I can win with this team. And he says, my fault. But when they win, he is quick to say, it's because of that pitcher, it's because of that batter, because of those plays, because of that fielding, because of them we win. Because of me, we lose. If you want to be a world champion or a perennial contender for a world champion in your chosen field, then learn to share the glory and take the blame. At the end of the day, you are responsible for everything your organization does and does not do. Everything that your department does and does not do. If you are leading, whether you drive the train or not, when you are leading, you are responsible for what it does and doesn't do. There's a poem, and I can't remember the whole thing, but it essentially says that I'm not the engineer, I didn't design the track. I don't blow the whistle, I'm not allowed to ring the bell. But if that train jumps off the track, I will catch the hell. That's the plight of the leader. I don't do all the little nuances. I don't do all the little bitty things. But if something goes wrong, it's all on me. That's why you earn the right to lead. And when you get there, you accept the responsibilities of leading. And guess what? At the end of the day, Joe Girardi owned up to his mistake that cost him a championship. And now they're wondering whether he'll be back next year, and it's going to be his choice. He said, I'll talk to my family and see if we want to do this again. Because he understood the price of leadership is accepting the blame and spreading out the glory. Hey, I'm Coach Ellis. Join me or email me if you have questions or comments at coach@elliscrum.net, ELLISCRUM.net, or you can catch me on Facebook at Coach Ellis on Facebook. So until next week, take the leadership tip and have a one-tabulous leadership day. We'll see you next week.